home situation, take caring of your kids? How do you manage?
Many people ask me this question, and yes, in starting time, and even now also, sometimes it is very difficult to maintain YouTube as well as my job, as well as my household chores. Sometimes it is very hectic and very tiredful also. When I started my teaching profession, that time I started teaching as a priority teacher, as a mother teacher. And my teaching was, yes, from a reputed school. I started my teaching. That was a day boarding school, and I learned a lot of things from there, like how to speak, how to convey to parents, how to talk with students, because my director ma'am was very humble and very nice experienced lady that time. Yes, she taught me a lot of things, and after that continue I am in teaching. So I think I learned a lot of things. I learned different teaching skills, and speaking as well as from my student, from my colleagues, as well as from environment. And basically if I'm already an English teacher, so yes, I learned from my teaching. You can consider, I did not do any other practice for speaking. Yes, from last 2 months I am doing this type of conversation, because in the starting of February I heard one or two conversations, so I realized yes, I can also do this type of conversation, and that is good for our channel growth also. So that's
Yeah.
time, yeah, that time I started, because before that I made videos related to NCRT and some grammar topics.
Okay, okay. Yeah, ma'am. I think ultimately you got the environment at your beginning time. That is what that was the advantage of yours. That's why
Yeah,
you improved skills.
yes, environment affects a lot.
Yeah, because still the people haven't gotten the environment. That's why they have been suffering, right? And I think, according to me, that is a really great platform to maintaining conversations with the new peoples and learning new things, grabbing the new experience. I think that is a really good. So, especially in
Hmm.
this time, so many people are doing the same activities, but the people have a different kinds of idea of self. Whatever idea they had would be implementing in the beginning time itself. So that's why I'm so always curiosity to learn their new ideas so the beginner can get by that way and improve their skills. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, ma'am.
Are you a private school teacher, or you on government job?
No, I'm the private school teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, because ma'am, this time it's very difficult to having job in government sector. So that's why I thought first I just increase my experience level in this field, and after that I will try. So that's
Okay.
why. Yes.
So, do you prepare any competitive exams for teaching
Mm-hmm.
also, as well as?
No, still I'm not preparing anything else because I know it will take so much time,
Hmm.
really. So first I thought I should be grab some experience of year because it's been 1 year before I just involve myself in education field. So still I'm a fresher you can consider. So
Hmm.
after spending a long amount of time in this field, then I will have different kinds of experience. Then I will be starting like that.
Okay. But in my opinion, I think to get any good government job, especially for teachers, that should, I think the age limit is there till 30 and 35. So I think from my side, it's a suggestion for each and every student, and for beginners, like in starting time, like from 18 to 30, every person should do preparation for government job if they want. But yet, if you are not interested in government job, then you can develop your skills, like speaking skill, and as well as your qualification for according to private job, because
Yeah,
of some age limit we can't do anything. We have just one option to do adjustment in private job.
yeah. That's why I before I thought like. after crossing the limitation of my age, I won't able to joining, yeah, doing any kinds of thing. That's why I thought I should be just enhance my experience, build my experience, right? To work on communication skills. I would have experience, then I will indulge myself any kinds of field. In future also, I will have a multiple options. So
Hmm.
that's why. Still, I'm just working on my communication skill as much as I can. And I really am telling you, ma'am, I think the beginner can be the better reasons of mine. Because of
Hmm.
that reason, I'm maintaining my consistency and learning so many things every day.
Hmm.
Because some of times you're having a different kinds of perceptions of others, so that will be gradually motivated you, right? Internally, encourage you.
Hmm.
That's what, yeah. Meeting with the new peoples, having a different kinds of idea, perceptions, that will be the greatest weapon to kill your weak point and motivate you internally, inspire you time to time, right?
Hmm. Okay. So, which teaching aids you use in your teaching?
Yeah, basically, yeah, I have been teaching younger students in the private school, so all of subjects are very easy for me. I can manage all the things. Yes.
Okay. So, which class you are taking there?
I think nursery class to 5 to 6 standard class students you can consider in private school.
Teach, you are teaching every type of student till fifth class.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Is there any particular subject or you are taking all subjects?
No, basically I am following the particular subject as a consider English subject because so many teachers are there. So every people have their own interest in subject. So all of them just follow the subject according to their interest.
Okay, okay.
Okay, ma'am, I have a question for you from the side of beginner. So many people have the many confusion like, is it really grammar important or not in the speaking field? What is your opinion?
Hmm. In my opinion, yes, if you want to just conversation, like simple conversation, you just speak English. If you want to speak English with others, so there is no need to learn grammar in starting time. Yes, if you want to build your confidence first, because English is not our first language. So in starting, what is important to build a confidence to speak English? To make your mind like I have to speak, because there are so many other persons available surrounding us. And I heard from others videos also, like there are many degree holders, many experienced person who have good knowledge, who have good qualifications, even though they sad I'm not able to speak continuous English. Sometimes I stuck while speaking. Sometimes words don't come in my mind during speaking. So what is that? I think that is just a lack of confidence. So in starting, I think for a beginner and for a learner, we just make our mind like I can speak. I can speak. So in starting, you just start with simple sentences, with short sentences. But yes, if you want to be fluent and if you want to make your level of English, like if you are a teacher, language teacher especially, so in that case, you should have good knowledge of grammar also. Because when you are taking classes and when you are teaching to others, that time you have good command on your language. So for language, you should have knowledge of grammar also. Yes, for fluency. Because sometimes I notice in foreigners speaking, like if you watch any English movie, that time you can read the conversation below written there in speaking. There are so many mistakes you can find out, easily find out while other foreigners are speaking. But yes, they do so many grammatical mistakes. But during conversation, we can avoid them. Only just for conversation, we can avoid grammatically mistakes. But yes, if you want to be a fluent speaker and expert, if you want to be a tutor, and if you want to be a good teacher, that time grammar is must.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving your opinion about this matter. because so many people have the confusion of grammar. So many teachers suggested there is no requirement of learning in the beginning time, but some of says yeah, grammar is important. So that's the confusion. It's a converting the confusion of many of them. So that's why. Okay.
Yes, in starting
So
time, yes, what is important only just you have the knowledge of action words, like which word we can use here to lay down, to eat, to speak, to go, to move, to sit. Which type of words we are using? That is action words. So in starting, I think only verb is important, and then the structure of sentence. What is subject? What is verb? And what is object? In starting, when you are speaking simple sentences, so that type for simple conversation, that is enough, this knowledge is enough. But yes, with the fluency and with the continuously, if you want to speak, that time grammar is important.
okay.
Else is knowledge, yes.
Yeah, ma'am, I have a question for you. Like, when did you get the idea you should be learning this? And why did you think this is really important for me? Because you can manage through your native language all the things, just like other people, right? So why had you indulged yourself in this field? What is the reason behind it?
I think like others, I also aware about the need of English. Nowadays English is must everywhere, and I'm also a English teacher like you also. For a language teacher, it is important to speak English to English, in big schools, in reputed school. Yes, in rural area I think it can be skip, but yes, in big schools it is important first, because when we go in any big organization, in any school or any institution, that time interviewer what ask, they ask questions in English to English. So I think for us and for every type of person who want to do job, who want to get job in any field, English is must. The knowledge of English, because we can crack any interview only by the knowledge of English speaking. Without English speaking, I think, and without fluency, we can't crack any job. We can't crack any interview. Sorry. So I think for I have given so many interviews till now, and in different districts, because my father was in police department, and I have shifted in 7 8 districts of India. So basically my family belong to Gurugram, but right now I am living in Bahadurgarh. And before that I worked in Rohtak also. So in different districts I get the knowledge of during interview cracking, like English is important. So with the time period and with the experience, with the job duration, I learned a lot of things. I learned how to speak in interview, and how we can give the answers with confidence in front of interviewer. So gradually I learned these all things.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because you trapped at these kinds of situation and you got to realize like this is a very important. Without having well experience, I couldn't crack this interview. Right. So yeah, you can say the time become the like inspiration for the many of them. That's why they're indulging self in this field. Yeah, I
Hmm.
can understand. Okay, ma'am. So nowadays, how do you manage your day? Because in spite of being a mother, have a lots of responsibility, right? And if you have you been following your channel also, managing on?
Because sometimes our first my first priority is school. And today also I have to urgently go in school. So sometimes it happens during admission times, like like holiday, on holiday they called immediately for staff members to come in the school for 2 hours 3 hours. So sometimes it is difficult to manage. But right now I'm habitual to maintain all these, like because I'm teaching for a long time. That's why I think it is not so much difficult to maintain. Yes. And without family support, sometimes it is very difficult to maintain job as well as YouTube. But right now I have good support of family. Like my son is very supportive. Sometimes he manages my channel. Even he created my YouTube channel. He's just 13 years old, even though he has a good knowledge of computer as well as these all gadgets nowadays. our new generation is like computer generation, we can say. So students have more, children have more knowledge as us. So I think yes, it's now I am habitual to maintain all these all things. So sometimes if I have no time, so sometimes I avoid to do conversation. But yes, if I have time, then immediately I give reply to others, and if the other person is available, then I maintain to this type of conversation sessions. So I'm not punctual in this type of conversation, we can say, because yes, sometimes it is difficult if I have already given the time and immediately I have to go somewhere, and someone is coming at the home, and sometimes if I am bringing school work at home, so that time I try to avoid that. But yes, if time is with me, then I definitely maintain first YouTube, then other works.
Yeah, ma'am. That's a really appreciable. You, yeah, it's a really very quite difficult, but you manage these things. It's a very, I think, challengeable. I think, according to all of them. Yeah. Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
if you
So
are you are involving in anything now, first if you already taken the step in something, then you have to manage that. Yeah, if
yeah,
I have already started YouTube, then it's my duty to maintain the level of YouTube. Like I have to upload one or two videos, and if I am doing this type of conversation, definitely it's my duty to give reply to others. And if I am already given the time and taking times from someone, then I have to do that. That is also important. That is a
yeah,
commitment, you can say.
yeah. You're right. Okay, ma'am. So, like, I have a silly question for you. Like, have you ever gotten hesitations while talking with the new people? Any
No,
kinds of
other
low fear?
right now I am not feeling.
No,
Yes, in
because
starting, that was not hesitation, but yes, I have started my channel in 2022, and that time I was a little bit underconfident in front of camera. Uh, Sometimes I repeated sentences again and again, and for 10 minutes videos, I took that time 1 hour for
yeah, yeah,
repetition, and I fumble sometimes in front of camera. But right now I have no hesitation. I can easily speak even in front of strangers also, because I know everyone is like me. Maybe someone is expert, someone is beginner, but it doesn't matter. I have to speak.
yeah. Because nowadays this is a become the biggest seasons of every people have. Always all of them given the same excuses. Sir, I am unable to face the camera. When I connect with the new people, I have gotten so many hesitations. How to remove this? So many questions they have. So that's why I just ask you, ma'am. You also haven't any kinds of issues related to this
I
matter.
think that can be in starting time. That can happen in starting. But yes, if you are doing that work in continuously, with the practice, everything depend on the practice. So with the practice of time, if you are doing that work on constant level, that hesitation and nervousness definitely be overcome.
Yes, ma'am. You're right. Okay, ma'am. I have another question. Like, what is your ambitions nowadays? What have you been following as a targeting of your life?
um, I think my target is just to be fluent,
Okay,
to be
that's
a fluent speaker, as well as I just want to work for the growth of my channel also.
okay. Yeah, I think that is a really great platform to establishing by because here you can sit at your home and talking with the new people, deliver your content to all of them. Satisfiedly, they will receive and enjoy that. So I think that is a
Hmm.
better than anything, according to me. Right.
Yes, yes.
So, ma'am, do you like to read novels, yeah, storybooks, etc.?
Yes, I like story books, but I purchased two, three books like The Power of Subconscious Mind, and two, three books also I purchased for reading purpose, but I haven't got time for reading. Sometimes, if I have time, I just take syllabus books and I do that work only. It means I did not make till now any habit of reading.
Yeah, because yeah, I have also many of books I ordered from the online. But that was a very boring, according to me. No one just want to give their time over there. If I starting reading only the 1 and 2 page, I starting getting boringness and then left out. Okay, so it's very difficult just immersing the interest in this field, right? And if the people are we succeed in this field, they have a lots of vocabulary, which is a requirement,
Yes,
especially in this.
yes. I know it very well. Yeah, like if you want to improve your vocab, reading is best habit. But if you are already involved in any other task, like if you are working somewhere, so I think that workload always revolve in your mind. Like I'm working in school, so sometimes I always try to take grammar books for reading purpose, like what is updating nowadays, and syllabus books of students. Sometimes I do that reading, but not any other novel and newspaper also. I don't have time to read newspaper on regular basis.
Yeah, because why I'm reading novels, because in novels you will expect to having a different exchange of vocabulary, which is not usually used by the people nowadays. So that's why
Hmm.
if you learn something new and use in your conversation, so people get attract from you, and they will be considering like, yeah, this is the advance. I think that is
Hmm.
the better way. Just let your parents around the people's better, right?
Yes, yes.
And it's all the better improvement you can consider, because most of the motivational speaker have used different kinds of vocab. That's why we are
Mhm.
considering that a motivational speaker and I am the common man, right? There is no difference between both of them. The thing is
Hmm.
that we are using common language, common vocabulary, every repeating, and they are using time to time updating self. Otherwise, they are also speaking just like us, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. So that's why. Okay, ma'am. So, do you want to ask me any question? Then you can.
No, I don't have any question and I don't want to ask. But only just tell me one thing. What do you do to improve your vocabulary and your speaking on every day, on regular basis? What you do?
Okay. Yeah, ma'am. Basically, I already said you before time. I love to read novels. So after reading novels, I get so many vocabulary. So I always try to remember at least two vocabulary every day, because more than you couldn't remember, right? It is not
How you
possible.
how you remember those vocabulary?
Yeah, that is the main, yeah, how I remember. So when I attend
Hmm.
the session, so I just insist to my mind to try to remember those. Okay. And then before attending the session, I just saw that kinds of vocabulary and just fix the mindset. I will connect with the new people, so I will try to use this. So just like that, I try. And every
Yes.
people can. Okay. So by that way, I'm improving my skills and as well as maintaining conversation with the new people. So yeah,
Hmm.
this is the way. Yeah. There is no any specific things. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I think I always give this suggestion to students also, like writing is best way to learn anything. By writing, we can memorize any task for a long time. So if you want to learn new vocabulary, so and you insist yourself to learn new words, so I think you should write down somewhere those words and try to use those words in your speaking on later part. So, and if you are writing on any in any diary or on any notebook, so that will be remember for long time.
Yeah,
uh,
but I think you can consider we were already involved self in the writing field, because we both are teacher, right? We have been writing so many things for our students. So that is mean like we are also reminding na, our previous memories, whatever we have collected before, accumulated, right? So
mhm.
that is the refreshment of our mind by the having the exact regions of us, right? So that's why there is no requirement of writing and maintaining the writing. Yeah, this is requirement for the beginner who doesn't involve self in the teaching field, because they do not have the time to do anything else, so they can do. That is the requirement of all of them, not us, right?
Okay.